The day I got fired, I brought home flowers. My wife called me an unemployed clown and told our daughter that's what a failure looks like. I smiled. 3 weeks later, 47 desperate messages. I got fired on a Tuesday. Company downsizing. Nothing personal. 20 people lost their jobs that day. I had been there for 9 years. I cleared out my desk and drove home in silence. I didn't cry. I didn't panic. I just felt numb. On the way home, I stopped and bought flowers. Roses. My wife's favorite. I also picked up dinner from the Italian place she liked. I didn't want her to worry. I figured I would tell her calmly over dinner. We would figure it out together. That's what married people do. At least that's what I thought. My wife Nina was in the kitchen when I walked in. Our daughter Chloe was at the table doing homework. She's 11. Smart kid. Gets good grades. I handed Nina the flowers and set the food on the counter. She looked at the bouquet and snorted. What's this? A guilt gift from an unemployed clown? I froze. How did you know? She rolled her eyes. Karen from your office texted me an hour ago. Said they let a bunch of people go, including you. I stood there holding roses that suddenly felt stupid. I was going to tell you over dinner. She laughed. Of course you were. Always trying to manage everything. Always trying to soften the blow. She grabbed the flowers and threw them in the sink. Then she turned to Chloe. See that? That's what a failure looks like. Chloe looked at me with wide eyes. She didn't say anything. She didn't have to. The shame on her face said enough. I smiled and said nothing. I sat down at the table and ate the dinner I bought in silence. Nina complained about the pasta being cold. Chloe asked to be excused early. I let her go. That night I slept on the couch. Not because Nina asked me to, because I couldn't stand to be near her. The next morning I started making calls. See, Nina didn't know everything about our finances. She knew I made good money. She knew I paid the mortgage and the car payments and the credit cards. What she didn't know was where that money actually came from. My salary was only part of it. 5 years ago I started a side business. Software consulting. Small contracts at first, then bigger ones. I kept it separate from our joint accounts. I told myself it was for emergencies, for retirement, for Chloe's college fund. The truth is I kept it separate because some part of me always knew Nina only loved what I provided, not who I was. Over 5 years that account grew to $410,000. All in my name. All completely legal. All completely hidden. The house was different. We bought it together, but I paid every mortgage payment for 12 years. My lawyer told me years ago to keep records of that. I did. Every receipt, every bank statement. Nina's name was on the deed, but her money never touched it. After I got fired, Nina's true colors came out completely. She told her friends I was a loser who couldn't keep a job. She told her mother I had probably been stealing from the company. She told Chloe that we might lose everything because daddy didn't try hard enough. I heard her say that through the bedroom door. Chloe was crying. Nina told her to toughen up. I spent the next 3 weeks being quiet. I applied for jobs during the day. I met with my lawyer twice. I moved money into accounts Nina couldn't access. I gathered every document I needed, and I waited. On day 21, I sat Nina down after Chloe went to bed. I want a divorce. She laughed. You can't afford a divorce. You don't have a job. I slid a folder across the table. She opened it. Inside was everything. The business account statements, the mortgage payment records, the prenup she had forgotten she signed when we were young and broke, and she didn't think I'd ever amount to anything. Her face went pale. What is this? It's the truth. I've been building something for 5 years. Something you never knew about because you never asked. You never cared what I did as long as money kept coming. She started sputtering. That money is ours. We're married. Actually, it's not. Read the prenup. Any assets acquired independently and kept in separate accounts remain separate property. My lawyer helped me set it up specifically for this. She threw the folder at me. You planned this. You were waiting for an excuse to leave. No, I was hoping you would change. Hoping you would see me as more than a paycheck. The day I got fired, I brought you flowers and you threw them away. You called me a clown in front of our daughter. You told her I was a failure. That was the day I stopped hoping. I filed for divorce the next morning. Nina didn't believe I would go through with it. She thought I needed her. She was wrong. The divorce took 4 months. The house went to me because I paid for it entirely. She got her car and half our joint savings. About $12,000. She had to move in with her mother. Chloe lives with me. Full custody. Nina gets weekends, but she's canceled 3 times already. Last week, Chloe told me she was sorry for what her mom said that day. She hugged me and said I wasn't a failure. I was the best dad she knew. Nina sent 47 messages over the past month, begging me to reconsider, saying she made mistakes, saying she loved me. I read them all, then deleted them. She had 12 years to show me love. She showed me contempt instead. I started my own consulting firm. It's doing well. I take Chloe to school every morning. I'm at peace. Nina saw a failure. I saw a way out.